Hey guys, it's James with Vibrations and Libations. We're back again with Keith and our friend Jared. We're here tonight and we're going to be drinking some Stone Coffee Milk Stout, and we're listening to Porno for Pyros, Good God's Urge, which is an album from way back that just totally I fell in love with. First time I heard it.
I loved it too.
Yeah.
This guy right here turned me on to it. First time. Got to listen to this playing in his mom and dad's house up here on the hill. It's a great fit for the hill.
It is. When he says the hill, we're talking like in the woods, deep in God's country in Kentucky.
Right. Middle of the woods.
For these guys, it was going down for a surf trip in Tahiti for this particular album. And somehow or another I connected to it in a huge way.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's all getting back to nature and everything, you know.
Right.
This song, or this whole album, when I hear it, it reminds me of a big ass bonfire. That's what it reminds me of. Every time I hear it, I think of being outside, clear, starry night, bonfire just blazing, and just drinking. That's what it reminds me of every time I listen to it. It brings back a lot of, I guess, good memories if I remember everything from those times. But
yeah, for me too. I mean, each and every song on there, just the vibe from the whole thing. It's a great album.
It's a tribal sound, I think, in a lot of ways.
Definitely. I think we were talking about it a little bit earlier. You were mentioning the guitar player. What was his name again?
Peter DiStefano.
Yeah, he has a good sound, good vibe, and you described it as.
Well, I suppose compared to Dave Navarro,
from Jane's Addiction.
From Jane's Addiction,
which was also in a band with Perry Farrell.
Right.
Two separate styles. Peter, he really brought out some of the Jewish attributes, if you will. He played a particular scale that, along with rock and roll, went
hand in hand with probably Farrell's roots.
Yeah, it was like if it was almost like if Perry could play the guitar.
So he's more or less speaking for him.
Yeah, he was through the guitar. He was speaking for Perry, in my opinion.
That's probably why it works so well with the lyrics and everything.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. The lyrics are great. Perry's voice, of course. I mean, hell, it's Perry. He's got an awesome voice.
Oh yeah,
like none other.
As soon as you hear it, you recognize him.
Right.
I mean, he's right up there with Ozzy, Lane Staley.
Yeah.
And you know, as soon as you hear Perry Farrell, you know who it is, because you can't copy that.
Right.
There's no way.
I mean, it's like, you know, people have their instruments, and his voice is definitely his instrument, and he uses it.
I agree with that.
He uses it so well in all of his songs, I think. It's a very unique sound, a very unique style that I don't know it would work with a whole lot of other musicians.
Right.
You know, it's just, it all blends in together so well, and you can't imagine him, you know, playing with like Metallica.
Right.
Or
I guess he has that tone, that upper range, like Robert Plant or Shannon Hoon. I mean, they're on some spectrum, but you know, Perry Farrell really hits all that same range that they have.
Right.
You know, almost a feminine range, but it's still at the same time there's that power, and you know, not that feminine singers don't have the power by any means, but you know, it's a sound all of its own.
Right.
It's great.
It is. So some of the songs on this album, 100 Ways, playing right now. Tahitian Moon, probably my favorite, tied with Kimberly Austin. I like both of those songs a lot. Those are probably my 2 favorite songs.
I like Kimberly Austin as well, but I would agree that Tahitian Moon is probably my favorite. And it's not Dr. Guggenheim as I thought it was for years. Thought it was Dr. Guggenheim, Dr. Groovin' Rhyme, but it is Dogs Rule the Night. Dogs Rule the Night definitely sounds like Dr. Guggenheim if you ask me.
If you're just listening to it, yeah, I can
Dogs
see
Rule
that.
the Night. Dr. Guggenheim.
Yeah.
It's not Dr. Guggenheim.
It's not, but
And Dogs Rule the Night, it seems like a sort of a just by the name of the song, it's sort of shallowish, but it's not really that shallow. It has a lot to do with, I'd say, the chemical intakes that these fellas was intaking.
They were imbibing greatly.
Right, which,
Lends to good rock and roll sometimes.
It can be the failure and the uniter of rock and roll.
right.
It's that fine line always. It's going to fucking make it break it.
Yeah. So, just a quick opinion. Jane's Addiction or Porno for Pyros? Who are you going with?
Me, Jane's Addiction. For me, gets me pumped, gets me where I want to be. Hands down. I love Dave Navarro. He's not stylistically for me one of the greats, but definitely one of the great rock and roll guitar players.
Yeah.
He's just a beautiful guitar player, beautiful man. If you're into that kind of thing, but I prefer Jane's Addiction myself, but Pornos for Pyros is definitely up on the list.
How about you, Jared? Jane's Addiction, Porno for Pyros.
Today I'm saying Porno for Pyros. You ask me another day, I might say Jane's Addiction.
Right. Oh, when you're driving down the road, the groove hits you right, and the mountain song comes on.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's there is a fine line there, but to me, Porno for Pyros in the end sums up more about perhaps like this song, it's nature and dance.
Yeah. This album's got a lot of dance to it.
Yeah.
And not your techno club dance, which I think some of these songs could fit into that.
Oh, Tahitian Moon. Yeah.
But it's not your necessarily your electronica kind of dance. It's a more tribal, barefoot, get out in the freaking nature and just dance your ass off.
Right.
You could definitely take your shoes and socks off and get in the mud with this song.
Absolutely.
As people did at
Woodstock.
Yeah.
Yes.
For them, I guess it was out on the beach and all fucking the moon was out and whatnot. But us here in Kentucky,
we don't have a beach.
We got the leaves of the woods.
You got the Ohio River.
We got the Ohio
you got
River.
that beach, right? You can slide down the bank straight to the river.
But perhaps it makes our minds a little bit more, able to comprehend some things that aren't set out before us.
Yeah, this is definitely an album you're gonna have an open mind to kind of, listen to a couple of times and say, that's some deep shit in that album.
Oh yeah,
that's some deep shit in it.
I would describe it as a heady album. Think about it when you listen to it.
Yeah, it's a journey. You've got journey music. Like people say, Dark Side of the Moon is a journey album. A lot of Moody Blues music is a journey. It takes you from the start to the finish, and kind of it's all one trip. This album I think is definitely a trip album, journey album.
Right.
So that you can imagine going along that ride as you're listening to it.
If you say Journey one more time, I'm gonna expect you to break out into Steve Perry song.
We're not doing Don't Stop Believing tonight. That'll be another night. Okay, so let's get to the beer here. I'm getting kind of thirsty. This is again Stone Coffee Milk Stout. I guess this is The first stout that we've done porter. We did a IPA or an APA, whatever, American Pale Ale, however you want to say it. It's all IPA to me.
It says IPA on their website.
It does say IPA on their website.
Yeah.
Stouts are, I have to say, my favorite styles of beer. I like the dark. I like the rich, the coffee taste. It's my beer choice. If I've got 5 beers and there's a stout, I'm going to drink the stout before anything else. So, with that being said, let's pour this son of a bitch. Now, out of milk stouts, I'm going to go and say that left-hand milk stout nitro are my 2 favorites. They are great. I have left-hand milk stout in my kegerator at home. It's a great beer, and I drink it every chance I can get it. Especially since I have it at home, it's just right there. This is again from Stone.
Bragger.
Yeah, well, not
He's
everybody.
bragging about that kegerator, by the way.
Yeah, not everybody has a wife who buys a kegerator for them. So, she's a keeper. What can I say? So, I do have to say, this probably has more of a coffee taste to it than a lot of other milk stouts. It's called coffee milk stout. So if you like coffee, if you like good strong coffee, this is probably going to be a beer for you. So
this is my first whole milk stout. I've had a milk stout before, just a sampler of it many years ago. Thought it tasted like shit. I didn't like it, so I've never tried a milk stout since.
Well, I'm going to say cheers to that.
All right.
All right. Let me know what you think.
That's good.
Oh, it's good. I can't believe it. I was waiting for you to say that tastes like piss.
It's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Has real good flavor. Man, I'll be honest with you. The name Milk Stout is a turnoff to me.
Yeah.
Because who the hell wants to put milk in a damn beer?
Right.
I mean, but I expect it to be a sour taste, but not at all. I mean, it's not too bitter, well balanced.
Yeah.
It smells really good. I mean, it smells fruity, but it's good. It's good and smooth. I like it. I want to drink it fast.
Maybe
like,
I've turned you on.
Not nearly as fast as you, by the way.
Well, it's an acquired taste. You get used to it, and it just goes down like water. This is the stouts, though. To me, they're a good hearty beer. I'll drink stouts. I like them more in the wintertime. A lot of people like them in the wintertime. It's not a beer you're gonna go out to a festival and drink a 6-pack of in the middle of the sun. With no shade.
Sitting down next to the grill.
Sitting down. Well, if you're sitting down, maybe you could, but you're not going to be moving around a whole lot, and you're not really going to feel like it because it's going to fill you up.
Yeah.
It's a filling beer. Stouts to me, are pretty filling, but again, it's not like a Bud Light where you're going to take them fishing or take them to the festival and sit out all day in the hot sun and just kick them back because you're probably going to wish you hadn't have done that, But just sitting around bullshitting, listening to music, I think it's a great choice. Wintertime, I drink a lot of bourbon. I drink a lot of stouts.
5% alcohol in this one.
5%.
Yeah.
Not too strong.
Not too strong.
Not too strong at all. So you can have a few, but that fullness is gonna mess with you. If you're out moving around outside, you're gonna be pretty sluggish. This is hey, I just had dinner. Let's have a beer. This is that kind of beer to have, kind of. I wouldn't say it's a dessert beer, but it's another course of a meal.
Right.
I would say. So.
Well, not only do I like it, but tonight it's free, so.
Free beer's the best beer in mine.
Yeah,
that's a good motto to have.
I can't pass that up.
No.
I agree with that.
And I would also, if you're watching this and if you've never had a stout before, I would suggest drinking it out of a glass. You get more of the aroma, you get a better taste. The bottle I mean, it's in my opinion, it's going to be good, but you just get more of a taste and the aroma, more of an experience of what the beer is meant to be. I think it's so many flavors that you're not going to get it out of that little hole in that bottle. You need it in a glass.
I agree with that. I mean, because you're going to get the smell, you know, and everything as well. Who knows? It's about like pouring a wine, you know.
Yeah.
You got to let it breathe, maybe. I don't know.
It's wine is totally out of my realm of being able to talk about. I drink it and that's it as far as wine goes.
I know what I like.
Yeah.
I know it.
Right.
I know it tastes good, and you know I'm no beer expert either, but
Right. No.
But I'll talk about it. I'll tell you if I like it or not. I know what I like.
Right. Yeah. If you're watching this thinking that you're watching some experts, I'm sorry to disappoint you. We're not experts.
No, and if you think you're an expert, then you know that's great too.
Yeah, more power to you. Maybe you can give us some suggestions on other stuff to try.
Tell us what to try. Tell us what we're looking for there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
exactly.
we're talking it all wrong, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's no wrong opinion.
No, I've heard it said before that beer is proof that God loves us.
Right.
You know, so just drink the shit out of it.
Wasn't that Benjamin Franklin? That's a Benjamin
possibly, maybe Samuel Adams, but I think maybe Benjamin Franklin. I don't know. One of those guys.
It was Sam Adams. It would, you know, that just supports his business. But
yeah.
Ben Franklin. I think it was Ben Franklin. That sounds better.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds good. Okay, so your favorite song was what off of this album?
I'd have to say Tahitian Moon.
Tahitian Moon. Mine, Kimberly Austin, are tied there for first. I guess if I had to pick, do you have a favorite song?
I juggle between Tahitian Moon and Good God's Urge song.
We can't forget to mention Good God's Urge.
Of course, think of it all. It has its moments.
The song that's playing right now.
Right.
You know, I think we're all in the thick of it all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. This muck and mire.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
But there's also roses.
So for the both of you, this is the first time you've had this beer, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so this is the first night you've had it. So, with it being the first time you've had it, would you try more from this company if you haven't before, or would you try more milk stouts?
Well, I've had Arrogant Bastard from this company.
A good beer.
And you know, it was decent.
Mm-hmm.
I would try more from the brewer, and I would try another milk stout now that
nice. Opened a mind.
Now that you've you know, I thought I expected to hate it. I wanted to slam it from our last video.
Right.
You were kind of hit a nerve with me. We'll bring it up again. A particular song on an album that I think is the best one. One of the best ones, probably tie with Oak Apple Day. But anyway, I expected to really hit you hard on this milk stout and think it would suck, but it didn't. It doesn't suck at all.
Right.
It's good.
Well, good. I'm glad that we had some mind-opening music and you were open to trying a new beer. So I'm perfectly happy with that. That makes this whole night worth it.
Right on.
So, anything else you guys want to add about the music or the beer?
Well, let's rate them.
Okay, let's do it. Album, Jared, 1 to 5.
5.
5 from Jared.
I would say I'm going to leave some room on this one. 4.5.
4.5.
And I don't give it a 5 just because my love for Jane's Addiction. Sorry.
Fair enough. This is, like I said earlier, this is one of those albums, and I'll say this probably every video that you're going to watch because unless I just absolutely hate it, I don't listen to music I don't like. This music on this album will stick with me forever. I had this on cassette tape back in the day. The cassette tape wore out.
What's a cassette?
Well, it's a little piece of plastic about yay big, and it has a tape in it. and it has music on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, how old are you?
I'm pretty damn old. But I had this on tape. I had this on CD. I got this
I had
last
it
year.
on CD or compact disc.
Compact disc is what CD stands for all those youngsters out there who don't know what that is.
I'm being ironic right now because we're listening to it on vinyl.
Yes. I got this on Record Store Day of last year. Thanks, Mellow Matt, for being able to get this for me after you had sold out. I appreciate that. That means a lot. By the way, I hope you're enjoying that original pressing of Wildflowers that you were able to get a hold of. I'd like to listen to that sometime. Maybe we could do a video with that record.
Can I borrow that?
I don't know if you can borrow it. It costs a lot of money. But you can maybe be in the video when we're doing it if you want to do that.
I at least want to touch it. Maybe.
Listen. That's like one of those Holy Grail albums, you know, that it's. It's out there.
I wear finger cuffs or gloves or something, you know.
So I am. So you rated this a 4.5.
4.5.
Okay, I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate it a 4.5 too. I'm gonna leave some wiggle room on it. I mean, it's
because
it's
of Jane's
there.
addiction. Because of Jane's addiction. Because of Jane's addiction.
Because of Jane's addiction.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'd rate Jane's Addiction albums 5 too. If you know who I am.
Ritual the Habitual? Yeah.
All right. So what about the beer? First time trying it.
Um,
You can leave some wiggle room on this too. I won't down you for it.
This is one I'd have to be in the mood for, but I really do like it. I would probably buy it if I was in the mood for a stout, and I would go for this the next time. So because of that, if I was in the mood for a stout, and I would pick this up, I'd give it a 4.
4?
Yeah.
Jared, what's your opinion?
Right now, it's a 5, baby.
Right now it's a 5. Free beer is always a 5. Free beer, always a 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to rate it a 4 just for the fact that I like Left Hand Milk Stout Nitro is a 5. Founder's Breakfast Stout to me is a 5. And Old Rasputin for a stout is also a 5. Those are my 3 favorite stouts. But I will rate this a 4.
As well. This guy gave me an Old Rasputin.
That's some good stuff.
He left a couple here. If it's a 5 for him, I don't know why we'd leave him.
I want to share the wealth.
Oh, yeah. He was turning me on.
Yeah, I was turning you on
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
But that's what I rate this beer. But I mean, it's a good beer. If you've never tried a stout, any of those that I just mentioned and this one, I would definitely say, try them out, start out on them. There's lots of good stouts out there. I found some oyster stouts the other day.
Oyster stout.
Oyster stouts.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. I'm hoping maybe when I go back to the place I was at that I can grab my hands on those. I'm not really familiar about it, but the label said it was, I guess, brewed or aged with crushed oyster shells. So I don't know what that's all about, but it sounds kind of fishy to me.
No.
Had to throw that in there. Let's make this a corny video tonight.
I don't know. Oyster stout, I'm willing to try it. Excuse me. Milk stout sounding gross to me,
Yeah.
but 4 on this one. It's good. It's not soured milk at all like I thought it'd be. I mean, I was halfway thinking there'd be chunks in the first time I tried it.
Like cottage cheese or something.
Maybe my mind. Maybe I would like that.
Mm-hmm.
First, I can't remember the name of it. I mean, I thought I hated it, but it may have been just that I wasn't ready to try it. I was thinking it was going to suck.
Yeah.
Maybe I was more up of mind this time. I don't know. I thought this one was going to suck too.
Right.
I was really wanting to hate it so I could give you a hard time, but it's good.
Well, there's a little debate on that then, I guess, tonight. All right, so the music, I guess, has stopped, and it's time to flip the record over and listen to the other side. So if you guys want to listen to something really awesome, I suggest you look for some Porno for Pyros or
Jane's Addiction.
And if you want to drink a really awesome beer, I would suggest Stone Coffee Milk Stout.
Right.
So for Jared and Keith and myself, this has been Vibrations and Libations for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the video. Again, look for us on Facebook and Tumblr and Instagram and, of course, on YouTube. Hit that like button. subscribe to the channel, and watch as many times as you can. We would appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Good night.